Hello and welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate Graham, and if this is your first time joining the channel, and if you watch this, you end up liking hanging out here, then I would love for you to subscribe. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. And please make sure you give it a like right now so that you don't forget. And then comment if anything comes up as the reading's going on that you want to share with me. Or if you just want to say, hey, I'm here, that would be awesome too. Okay. So right now we're going into the week of August 29th, 2022, moving into September 4th. So August 29th to September 4th, this is a collective energy read. And so I'm just going to see, what do our folks here on YouTube need to know about this upcoming week? What energy do you need to be aware of? My face is so shiny. I was using oil and it hasn't fully soaked in yet. It's a good sign because it means my skin isn't just like taking all the oil instantly, but okay. What else do we need to know this week? Yeah, really, really powerful week. I feel like this is a week for taking control of your own peace, your own heart and state of mind as well. I think believing in yourself as well. And believing in your own power, like the actual abilities that you have. It's funny, I was just talking to Empath Energetics yesterday about superpowers and how empathic superpowers is a little bit of a misnamed chapter or phase in the Empath Energetics program on purpose for a reason. Because a lot of people tend to think that having skills or intuition or these powers, that they're like gifts, or that they're superpowers or special powers that only certain people can have. And I just absolutely don't think that that's true. And it's like, but Kate, there's lots of people who aren't sensitive, or there's lots of people who aren't psychic. And I think that is likely due to their lifetime and experiences that they've had or blocks that they have. I think a lot of people who have seemingly lost their sensitivity chose to let go of it because having sensitivity was not safe for them. And so because of that, a lot of people may not ever explore psychic or intuitive skills within their lifetime, but everyone can build upon them. It's just like communication. Communication is a skill. It's not something people are just naturally. I guess there's people who are naturally better at it, pick up on it better, but the skills are the skills. And if you apply yourself, then you can absolutely improve them. Same with listening. That's a skill. It's not just something people do or don't do. It is, but it's also not, hopefully this makes sense. Okay, I'm going to do definitely some more readings this week. It feels like lots more is being asked of for the YouTube. And that's just, I think, a feeling because this channel has been growing in a really calm, steady way. And so I feel the energy shifting and feel that more is actually needed in this collective. So I would also love to know whether you're new or whether you are someone who has been watching for a long time. I'd love to know whether you are a business owner, because some of the stuff that I'm feeling called to do this fall is definitely around businesses and focusing on decision making and energetics of our careers in business as business owners. So do let me know whether you're a business owner. I just, out of curiosity, would love to know here, because I'm just deciding how much of that content to put here up on YouTube and how much to put elsewhere. Pedestal. So I was feeling a love connection here, but I think I'll do a separate, a few love readings for this week. So you can check one of those out. At any point, if you ever want, you can just go to my YouTube channel and then just see which videos pop out at you. Not all of them are really timed. And even if they say a time on them, a lot of them can be used timelessly. And so they might just resonate with you at a different time. And I've been making videos sort of off and on for a while now. I don't even know, actually, maybe a year, more than that. I'm not sure. So I will do a reading further on this energy. But I had this feeling like someone has you on a pedestal, and this week, perhaps, and I really am focused on the fact that it's broken. So I feel like some of that is broken, and that's not a bad thing, actually, because I'll say this a lot. This has happened enough times in my life to upset me that people could put me on some sort of pedestal, sometimes without even realizing it. And so then when I do something that is human and flawed or not, not what they expected in the type to which they thought I was, like, I'm more than a type. We're all more than a type. We are all, complex beings with our lived experiences and our feelings in full vibrancy. And so when I do something, human, then it creates a really averse reaction rather than that simply just being what Kate's doing. It's like suddenly it's a heinous offense rather than a just regular occurrence. And that's because the pedestal was up so high, right? So it's like, of course, anything I do is like I'm falling from a skyscraper. And so I do feel like also there's an importance to recognizing why you are put on a pedestal and why there are disconnects in that way from reality. And sometimes, that type of behavior happens a lot to someone when they are being told that they are meant to be in different places, and be in different circles where maybe, I would say if you're spending time around a bunch of people and they all sort of glorify you, that's not really healthy. So you need to be around people who aren't really glorifying you and who are equally matched to you, if that makes sense. It's not a problem either way. It's not really hierarchical. It's more just like what vibration is matching you and the way you're choosing to curate your life, that other people around you are similar. And it can be difficult to find. So okay, I have this focus. So definitely an energy of focus this week. Please excuse my nails. I'm so self-conscious. I feel like I should probably be getting I don't know, I've never really been one to get manicures or pedicures, but because I'm always showing cards, it feels like, now I understand why all these tarot readers have awesome nails. It's like, because it's so fun to watch. Okay, so focus is what I'm also seeing for us this week, that focus actually feels like it's going to be easy. So I know I personally, the last few days have felt, for multiple reasons personally, but also in general, like a bit more of like a fog or faded energy the last couple of days. So I do feel like that's clearing. So as of Monday, as of the 29th, I do believe that should be kind of mostly blue skies. I also see like the focus coming from a deep internal place rather than from an external pressure. So that's going to be a nice shift. If you've been kind of focusing on what the outside world is wanting of you and sort of responding to those pressures, it feels like the focus is now going to be internal and actually felt from your own motivation. So intrinsic motivation rather than extrinsic this week. Okay, we also have the root chakra. So whatever you can do this week to bring yourself to grounding. I know my body's craving potatoes and it always craves more potatoes when I need to be more grounded. And I was on the go a lot this week, so that makes sense. So root chakra, whatever you can do. I definitely feel stretching, like deep stretching, hips as well, sitting against a tree. I will share when I do that. I love breathing up against a tree, and it's been my Nourished Yes challenge to myself or commitment to myself to do breath work in nature every day. And I really am feeling the effects of that in a positive sense. I'm really grateful that I chose to do that one because it's something so simple that creates such a massive shift as well. Okay, and then it also says consider your foundation. So this root chakra and consider your foundation make a lot of sense because when we're focusing on the root chakra, we're really thinking about what are we standing on? What defines our security and our personal sense of security? And I would ask yourself, is there anything in the last little while that you have, felt kind of uncertain, unstable, or unsafe about? And how did you allow your own security to be put into question? That's how I would phrase it to you. How did you allow that to happen? Because that's what you really need to take responsibility for if you're going to end up feeling secure and stable for yourself again. So it says, look at how committed you are to love. And this is meant to be really taken in a much wider sort of sense as well. Look at how committed you are to love and to loving yourself. So really feels like a good week for self-love as well, which is why I brought these cards out, which is the Healthy Life, Happy You, Self-Care and Wellness deck. I just love that they're gold and pink. It's very, very appropriate for my vibe. Okay, what do we need to know? What can we do this week to keep taking care of ourselves? Okay, I'm also getting like someone is having an issue with confidence and feeling okay with themselves and feeling like just feeling good about themselves. It's almost feeling like life's just sort of like passing me by, like in this, whoever this is for, feels like life is just passing me by, like trains and trains are just like going and going. And almost like I'm like waiting for someone to look out. Like it's almost like I'm waiting for someone to like stop the train when really it's not logical. There's no station anywhere around. It's like you've got to walk to the station in order to catch that. It might be something like, it might be an opportunity you feel for whoever this is resonating for. Feels like an opportunity or something's passing you by faster than a train and you can't like quite keep up, and that you're like not sure if you're going to make it to the station on time, or I don't know, there's just some sort of reference with this. So maybe you're also going to see trains, or maybe you have to take a train in order to deal with this, or maybe it's about training. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is related to, but the train thing feels really, really clear. So let me know if that matches, if it fits your situation. So it says, meditate for 5 minutes, and when your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. And this whole time I've been feeling this reading, and definitely as I was tuning into collective energy today, I felt like a tension here of limited breath, almost like the solar plexus wouldn't actually fully expand. And because it's the solar plexus, I then think, okay, what else is in that area? There's confidence, fear, anxiety. There's the way that we feel about ourselves. There's how we interact with others, how we feel we're respected or not, and taking action. And so I feel like there's maybe a challenge with motivation. So if you've been struggling with, motivation, these are your cards. Woo! Okay, if you've been struggling with motivation, take time for an evening skincare routine. So as you can tell, I'm all glowed up because I'm putting hair oil in my hair again, and face oil on, which feels great. When I find being on the road, I don't always have my routines in check. And when I just have like a really deep, clean beauty time, like I really feel a lot like myself. So if that's something that's important for you, or if it's just like, maybe evening skincare for you is just like remembering to wash your face and things like that. And then we also have share an inspiring quotation with someone that matters to you. So if something comes up, I actually am even seeing this like along your social media feed. If something comes up, like instead of even just sharing it, like, here, go look at this thing, I wonder whether you could actually explain the feeling or the depth or the way that you resonated with something, because it feels like your social media, whoever's watching this and resonating with this message, it feels like your social media is not feeding you the energy that it could be. And I work with this, with clients, because it's very easy to interact with social media and not feel as though it is genuine and not feel as though it is authentic, because it feels as if it could be left anywhere. And I find a lot of, I don't want to say empty promises, but kind of the idea of like false connection shows up on social media, because it is easy to also throw it to the side. And so just to remember that, really what you're doing is truly connecting with people. Every time you're on social media, you are doing it, and so if you're exposing yourself to just watching a whole bunch of people, that's a lot to absorb. And if you are putting yourself out there, are you doing it in a genuine way? Are you doing it in a way which is actually breeding real connection? Or are you doing it in a way which is feeling as though you're just sort of sharing it out and then ghosting or sort of sloughing off? Okay. I want to get one more card for the collective energy read here. I think I'm going to do Prism Oracle because I love this deck, the Prism Oracle deck. And then I'm going to switch on to the extended energy read. And just a reminder that if you like watching these readings and you kind of want to know what's happening in the extended readings, there is the I Am Unity community you can join, you can enter, and you can become a part of our sweet little community over at Nourish Nomad Co. And over there we have recipes, you get free shipping on Symbiotica supplements, which are the highest quality, highest level bioavailable supplements that I've seen, and I really enjoy what this company stands for, which is why I choose to rep them and sell them with my business partner, Kat, over at Nourish Nomad Co. So you can join the I Am Unity community to get access to the extended energy readings. You can also join Empath Energetics. So Empath Energetics is a very unique program. It's something that I have not seen that exists. And so I built something to fit that in between. And it's really a program for people who are sensitive or creative or intuitive, who are really looking to develop that from wherever they're starting from. And so it gives you a really good set of new skills, because everyone who has joined who already has, spiritual experience or a spiritual path has found that I've taught them something they didn't know before. So I can at least say everyone has learned new things and gotten a lot of different tools into their tool belt, because I think that's what the spiritual and intuitive journey is all about. It's making sure you have access to more and more resources as things change, as our journeys inevitably grow and take shape. And at the same time, it's a program that is led by me, taught by me, but is not only guided by me. It's really guided by the participants as well and what they need. And so I tailor every round to what is going on with those current participants. And as I welcome in new people to each round, I really feel into if their energy is going to fit and match the other people in the group, and whether, I should maybe suggest a different service to them if not. And this group coming up is really special already. I can really feel the people who are in it are, many of them actually have never worked with me. And so it's a big time for all of us to actually put our faith into each other and say, we're all called here for the right reason. And I have a good feeling that a lot of the light work in this next round is going to be really awesome. So that'll, I guess, be happening in November. But I was really looking forward to that when I was tuning into that recently. So if working on your intuition, spiritual self, your own personal self, letting go of baggage, clearing these beliefs that aren't serving you, if you know that this work that I offer is likely something that is calling out to you or benefiting or potentially benefiting to you, I would highly encourage you to reach out, maybe book a 15-minute call with me, or simply sign up for Empath Energetics. So Empath Energetics will start sometime the first week of September. So sometime next week, the week after. And we'll make sure that it goes based on everyone else's timings, and we'll make sure that it fits all who are involved. But what I wanted to say is that this is likely going to be the last one that I run like this. And it will certainly be the last one I run like this at this price point. And the reason being is that I have offered this program really because I wanted to dive in and really support and help people. And I never wanted to take too many people on into the group because I didn't want to become overwhelmed. And now that I feel so certain, this is round 4. So now that I feel so certain of how this works, I really want to offer it to more people. And to offer it to more people means I actually can't make myself as available. So this is the last intimate group-led, really focused on the people round that I will be doing. And then after that, once I move to Scotland in the new year, then I will reopen it likely as self-guided, self-study, which will still be really beneficial, right? Like will still be really powerful. And there will likely be an option that if you want to work with me, one-on-one, we could still do your one-on-ones and work through it. Or, I might have some sort of option available for a group, but it won't look like this. Like I definitely won't be able to put as much as I do currently into the course once I make this big transition and with all the different large step-ups that I see happening. So I just wanted to put that out there that, it's really not meant as like a pressure or a scare tactic, but if you have ever felt called, I really want to make sure you get into this round and get the experience that you're looking for, since it will look different likely in the future. And this is definitely the last one I'm offering this year and before going to Scotland. So with that all being said, the people who are signed up for this round are so, so lovely and each have a special place in my heart already. So I hope some of them are watching this and hear that. One more thing for the Prism Oracle, I did say we would do, but I love Empath Energetics. I'll be putting out more videos and you'll see a bit more. But if it is, curious to you, the links are all below, so you can check everything out. And I would love to chat to you. Okay, disruption. So I'm going to talk more about what this disruption is in the extended reading. Whew. And success. Okay, so I do see the disruption is definitely on things that are holding us back. So I'm going to go into the extended energy read and say, what is holding us back from success? What is this disruption that we can expect in our weeks? And so if you are interested in that, if you feel something like this on the go, and I definitely feel this energy, I feel really, really strong about how the next couple weeks are going to go. And I feel a really good sense of energy around success and abundance. I keep pulling the abundance card for myself. And then it's like, well, of course, disruption is a way that that's going to come in, right? So let's see what that is all about. So if you are looking to work with me and Empath Energetics doesn't suit you for any reason, which it does suit a lot of people, but there are definitely, I do meet with people sometimes where I'm like, this isn't quite right for you. We need to do some work over here. Or, you know what, this doesn't sound like the right time for you. Why don't you try this work to start instead? But what you can do is you can book a deep belief transformation session, or if you're getting confused, you're looking at all the different things I do, shamanic journeying and intuitive oracle time and these programs that I have, you're getting confused by all that, just book a 15-minute free call with me. I've done a bunch this week and they've been so nice to just connect to people and see what's up. And we talk about empath energetics. If it works for you, if it doesn't, then it's no issue. And it's not really salesy. It's really just more like connecting and seeing, because I don't really have to sell people on this. It really just makes sense for the people who need it. And we trust in that, and it works every time. So yeah, would love to see whoever else is joining up for Empath Energetics book in for their 15-minute call this week, just to connect with me, see what's up. And if that isn't the way you're meant to go, I'll just help guide you in the right direction, whether it's with me or with another practitioner. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weeks. Please let me know, did this resonate? What are you going to do this week? How are you feeling, et cetera, et cetera. And we will chat soon. Just make sure that you're subscribed if you got to this point in the video, because obviously you didn't hate sticking around. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Enjoy your week.